today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Madden NFL 21.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
They go play action here on first down. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And his throw here's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Gurley again here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On second down, here's Smith.
At the Ravens 17-yard
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
At the 4-yard.
First and goal from just inside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short.
A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
No gain on the play.
Here we go. It's Gurley.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Falcons.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
being chased down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He gives to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
There's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it.
On the carry. Chuck Clark on the tackle.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're running with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
If you were me, you do the...
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ingram again, a first down carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Again, Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Gurley. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, "Would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter?" And I'm all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On third down, Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Marcus Peters on the cover.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
On the tackle.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Out off to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, they run with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run there by Gurley. 67 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Jackson.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
8-yard
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run here with Ingram. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Chuck Clark.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 28.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On the carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-14, less than 90 seconds to go. On 1st down, Ingram. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 30.
Ingram again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts
A gain of 4
as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
At the Falcons' 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deion Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Falcons 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.